السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. لعل الجمهورية الإسلامية في إيران أدركت أهمية تكنولوجيا النانو مثل البلدان الرائدة الأخرى، وبدأت أنشطتها بما يتماشى مع تطوير هذه التكنولوجيا. وفي هذا الصدد انطلقت في وضع السياسات لتطويرها في البلاد في عام 2001، وتم إنشاء مجلس مبادرة تكنولوجيا النانو في إيران INIC عام 2003 لضمان التنسيق والتآزر بين جميع المؤسسات والوكالات والجهات المشاركة في تطوير هذه التكنولوجيا. وتم تكليف INIC بتحديد السياسات العامة لتطوير تكنولوجيا النانو والإشراف على تنفيذها. ولعل من المهام الرئيسية لهذه المؤسسة العريقة والرائدة هي نجاح إيران وتمكينها من تحقيق مكانة مناسبة بين 15 دولة متقدمة في مجال تكنولوجيا النانو، ومحاولة تعزيز هذا المركز من خلال تطوير الاقتصاد الإيراني. في الخلاصة، أدى إعطاء الأولوية لتكنولوجيا النانو في إيران إلى وضع هذا البلد بثبات اليوم بين الرواد الخمسة في مجال تكنولوجيا النانو في العالم بعد الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية والصين والهند، وتمكن من تحقيق حصة كبيرة في الأسواق المحلية والدولية. يطيب لنا أن نستقبل من العاصمة الإيرانية طهران البروفسور سعيد سركار، الأستاذ في قسم الفيزياء الطبية والهندسة الطبية الحيوية في جامعة طهران للعلوم الطبية، ورئيس مركز الأبحاث للعلوم والتكنولوجيا في الطب التابع للرئاسة الإيرانية، والأمين العام لمجلس مبادرة تكنولوجيا النانو في إيران INIC، ليشرح مهمة هذا المجلس وإنجازاته وأهميته في رفع إيران إلى مصاف الدول الخمس الأولى عالميا في مجال النانو، وما أبرز التحديات التي تواجه إيران في هذا القطاع، وماذا عن التعاون بين الدول الإسلامية في هذا الحقل وخلق الأسواق وإزالة العقبات الموجودة، وماذا حققت البلاد مع تنفيذ الخطة الاستراتيجية المستقبلية في تطوير تكنولوجيا النانو وتركيزها وإثرائها. أهلا بكم إلى حلقة جديدة من الداخل، معكم زينب صفار، تابعوا. Professor Sa'id Sirkar, full professor at the Department of Medical Physics and Biomedical Engineering at the University of Tehran of Medical Sciences and head of Research Center for Science and Technology in Medicine, affiliated to Iran Presidency, and the Secretary General of Iran Nanotechnology Initiative Council, INIC. Welcome to Min al-Dakhil from the inside, sir.
First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me and also say hello to all your viewers. I'm at your service, please.
A pure pleasure to have you, Professor Sirkar. Allow me to start with you. Well, as the founder and member of board of the Iranian Association of Nanotechnology and also board member of nanotechnology at the Ministry of Health and Medical Education, might you explain, sir, more the importance of nanotechnology, why it matters and its benefits, and why has the Islamic Republic of Iran prioritized making products via nanotechnology, please?
First of all, I would like to give a brief explanation about what nanotechnology is about. Nano is a scale, as we say, millimeter is 1,000th of a meter, or micrometer is 1 millionth of a meter. Nano is 1 billion. If you divide the thickness of one strand of your hair, one part of that is about 1 nanometer. So putting the molecules together or making materials smaller and smaller to make powders between the size of between 1 to 100 nanometer, it means we are doing our activity in nanoscale. So making new structures in nanoscale is called nanotechnology, which has these structures has different properties. For example, the physical or chemical property changes. For example, we can have gold in different colors. When we make it, the ordinary gold in bulk quantity looks as a color of gold. But if you make it smaller and smaller into nano size, you can have green, red, and different colors of gold because its optical property changes. So we use these enhanced properties in different products or industry in order to enhance the property and performance of products. So you cannot imagine any industry or any product or any aspects of human life which will not be affected by this emerging technology, which I mean nanotechnology. So it's a revolutionary technology which affects all aspects of human life, as I mentioned. So this is very important, that any country which want to actually be successful in different industry and production, it is actually, it's not an option, it's a might that any country which want to stand on its own legs to be independent, so they should enter the development of nanotechnology.
Right. Definitely Iran is playing the leading role in the region in the fields of fintech, ICT, stem cell, aerospace, and is unrivaled in artificial intelligence. Nanotechnology's trend of development is growing in an increasing pace in Iran today, and as you said, it has become a must for every country, among them Iran, to have this and possess this kind of technology. What are some of the breakthrough achievements in priority areas in the field of nanotechnology in Iran today, please?
I can mention a brief about what we did. We actually, as I mentioned, we started at 2021, when Iran at that year had only published about 10 ISI papers, recognized international papers, peer-reviewed papers, and Iran ranked on science generation, according to the number of publication, was 57 in the world. And when we Iran Nanotechnology Innovation Council started its activity and programs, actually the first step we took, we emphasized and heavily invested on human resources development in the field of nanotechnology. And fortunately today, 67 of our universities are running MSc and PhD programs on different specialties, branches of study like nanophysics, nanomaterial, nanochemistry, nanopolymer, nanoelectronic, nanomedicine, nanopharmacy, and so on. So this nanotechnology is a kind of multidisciplinary area or expertise that when we started, we only had 10 university professors who knew what nanotechnology is about. Fortunately, today Iran is enjoying having more than 37,000 experts from MSc level above in the field of nanotechnology. And whatever you want to do, if you want to
INIC in this regard, sir.
Exactly, for the good programming we did. So right now, if you want to work in the scientific activity or technology development or using nanotechnology in industry, we need qualified people and expert people. So Iran right now is very rich in human resources in the field of nanotechnology. And then I can mention that investing on human resources development in science generation, according to the number of publication, Iran is right now rank of 4th in the world. Already it's 5 years we occupy the rank of 4th in the world after China, India, USA, Iran is ranked fourth regarding scientific activity. Above all European countries and also Japan as Korea, Iran is ranked fourth in scientific activity.
Despite of the sanctions and all the perhaps political issues that might stand in the way of any kind of development, yet Iran is number 4 in the nanotechnology development and sector. Might you, sir, elaborate on the mission and some of the major tasks embarked upon by the INIC?
Actually, our mission was programming and supporting nanotechnology development in the whole country, in all rings of the value chain, from advocacy and also human resources development, scientific generation and scientific activity, and then go into technology development and diffusion of nanotechnology into industry, and then commercialization of all the products. Unfortunately, we didn't stop in the scientific activity. We turned the science into technology and then technology into product. Unfortunately, today, Iran has many advancements in technological development, and actually we divide nanotechnology into 3 phases. The first phase is to be able to synthesize or make all sorts of nanomaterial that I can assure that Iran is capable of producing about 90% of different nanomaterials in Iran, and whenever the industrial application requires, these nanomaterials are produced in bulk quantity. The second phase is diffusion of nanotechnology into current industry, and our message to industrial managers is that if they do not pay attention in using nanotechnology in their products or their industry, they will lose their market and their competitiveness. Unfortunately, today we have managed to use nanotechnology in different industrial sectors, in 18 different industrial sectors, in nanomedicine, in construction industry, in textile industry, automotive industry, aerospace industry, agriculture industry, water and environment, petrochemical, oil and gas, and different areas of industry. Fortunately, our industries are enjoying using nanotechnology developed by our scientists and technologists, and they have enhanced the actually quality of their products. And our mission in nanotechnology was to actually generate wealth and enhance people's quality of life using this emerging technology. And right now we have many examples that nanotechnology has enhanced the quality of Iranian life. For example, producing nano-based anti-cancer drugs is a kind of actually development that right now we have.
It's a breakthrough, actually.
Anti-cancer nano-based drugs.
Right.
Yes.
How come, Dr. Srkar, Iran is so big when it comes to nanoscience and nanotechnology? And to what extent does developing nanotechnology help Iran address its chronic economic woes resulting from the harsh, inhumane U.S. sanctions?
Actually, as you mentioned, these sanctions, I mean, nobody likes sanctions. Sanction hurts people's quality of life, and it's really hurting people. They have taken it into people's, hardening the people's quality of life. Although they mentioned that in health sector there is no sanction, even in health sector they have actually a lot of sanction against Iranian people. And in this regard, sometimes you see this hardship help us actually, this sanction actually could act as a bottleneck for nanotechnology in development in Iran. For nanotechnology development, we needed scientific, actually advanced lab instruments. And whenever our university and research institute wanted to buy these advanced lab instruments in the field of nanotechnology, the foreign companies would say that Iran is under sanction, we cannot sell you this advanced actually equipment. Fortunately, we stood on our legs, and right now more than 260 of these lab instruments are designed and made in Iran and even exported to different countries.
And the softwares,
so,
of course.
Sometimes this, exactly, and the sanctions somehow turn to our advantage. We turn this threat into an opportunity.
Exactly.
I mentioned if you want to get the juice out of a lemon, you put a lot of pressure on the lemon, you squeeze the lemon.
Exactly.
I mentioned that the pressure of the sanction squeeze the talent of our scientists out of their brain. And we made all these achievements, thanks God. I mean, in this regard, it was a blessing from God to us that the sanction was imposed on us in all different fields of scientific and technological activities.
Sure. Now, the field of nanotechnology, sir, has several industrial and environmental benefits, as you have thoroughly explained, but also has downsides, such as the possibility of creating toxic waste. What are you doing vis-à-vis this matter?
In this regard, as I mentioned, nanotechnology is raising people's quality of life. I made one example in the field of nanomedicine and different nanomedicine which we are already introduced into the market and also exporting to different countries. For example, in the field of water or environment, nanotechnology can enhance to have, the environment and to enable us to have a better environment and cleaner environment. For example, using nanotechnology for treatment of wastewater and recycling the wastewater and removing all the waste and have clean water for agriculture applications, or removing heavy metals, or using non-toxic fertilizers, or pesticides. These are the applications of nanotechnology, and also prolonging the shelf life of different vegetables and fruits, or poultry or meat. This is another side that by using nano-based packaging, we can prolong the shelf life of vegetables and also poultry or meat, or actually reduce the waste in the agriculture field. Actually, we can prolong as long as making the life twice using this nano-based packaging. So there are many examples that we can have a better environment using nanotechnology.
Sure. Well, at the fourth Science and Technology Exchange Program STEP in Islamic countries, organized by Sultan Qaboos University in association with the Mustafa Science and Technology Foundation, you were the keynote speaker, where you focused on nanotechnology status in Islamic countries. Yes, though the scholars in Islamic countries, they do outstanding research in nanotechnology, yet international collaboration among researchers is not up to the mark. Tell us more, sir.
Actually, I'm really happy to mention that since then we have had many advancements in Muslim countries. I can tell you right now, especially 3 countries have made great achievements in the field of nanotechnology since I gave my speech in that event. These 3 countries are Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Pakistan have made great achievements in the field of nanotechnology, and I'm really happy to mention that Saudi Arabia and Egypt right now are among the top 15 countries, and also Pakistan, I think, is rank 18 or so.
Great.
And also after that, Turkey, and after that, Malaysia. Fortunately, in the field of nanotechnology, a number of Muslim countries have made good achievements, and we hope that by establishing a network of collaboration, we can help the Muslim Ummah, the whole population, because nanotechnology can help all people. So I'm really ready to share our experiences, and I can claim that apart from what Iran did, we have the best model for nanotechnology development in developing world. We cannot copycat the strategic plan or plan like Germany or Japan or Korea, like the advanced countries. What we did in Iran is a good model to be followed by developing countries, especially for Muslim countries, and we extend our hand to all Muslim countries and Muslim nations. We are ready to share our experiences and also our technologies with the Muslim countries.
Sure. In this regard, sir, you talked about how turning the science into technology and the technology into product, and then how to industrialize it more and to let the industrialists use this product. In terms of commercialization, how does the INIC jump in and help? And what is the tech export services corridor in this regard, sir?
Yes, actually, I can tell you that right now we have more than 1,200 approved nano-based products already in the market. And we are exporting all these products to more than 45 countries, from Korea to Australia to China, going to Indonesia, Malaysia, Russia, and many European countries, even in the Latin America. So the geography of our products, exporting our products, is very good. And the tech-to corridors, service corridor, tech-to-market service corridor is a kind of institution which helps the technologies to help. They help them and give them some advice and services to go through the whole rings of the chain, from technology development to investment and production and to market, and also international marketing. So they give them advice, all sorts of advisory. For example, if they want to have US patent or European patent, they support them both in advice and advisory and financially, and also they actually monitor their competitors. They prepare business model and business plan for them. They fund investors for these technologies and also help them to produce their products, to establish their company, and also help them for national and international marketing, and also support them to present their products in international exhibitions.
Right. One last word in 30 seconds.
Actually, as I mentioned...
Not in 30 seconds, in one sentence. In one sentence, Dr. Srkar.
Okay. So I can say we are ready. We extend our hand to all Muslim nations and Muslim countries for collaboration. And we have very good collaboration with some of Muslim countries, and we would like to extend our hand to many more countries in this field.
Bless your heart, Professor Saeed Srkar, Secretary General of Iran Nanotechnology Initiative Council, INIC, a beautiful mind and a precious pillar in the field of science and nanotechnology to all humanity. Thank you very much, sir, for your insight. Always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
ودائما الشكر لكم مشاهدينا الكرام على طيب المتابعة. للتفاعل أكثر تابعونا على صفحات السوشيال ميديا، وحتى نلتقي من كل فريق عمل من الداخل من كل الميادين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.